Hi, Gemini. Welcome to y'all's message. I feel like I have not done y'all's message in forever before I even took my long hiatus. But I finally finished moving. I got bundles now. No, I'm just kidding. But we're gonna get right into this, see what's going on, what message the spirit have for you all right now. Remember, this is good for your sun, moon, or rising, or where you have Gemini in your chart. Like I have Gemini in my 8th house. So let's see what is going on. Or if you are with a Gemini and cross watching, this is good for that too. Figure out what's going on in their life that they're probably not telling you about. Let's do it. Oh, okay. I was just flying out. You have the 9 of Pentacles with the Judgment card in the reverse. And you also have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, I'm going to get the rest of your cards out because there's a message coming with that 9 of Pentacles of you guys wanting to do things alone. But at the same time, there's like this codependent energy that's there where you don't necessarily want to do something alone. You would rather have some type of company there. But then at the same time, it's like I'm picking up for some of you, like there's this feeling of just being annoyed. But you're not making a decision on something, or you feel like something is not the right time. So you're choosing to ignore. You're not going to overthink whatever this is. It's not that you're ignoring it. This feeling is just you're not going to let it consume you. You're just like, oh, okay, I just let it kind of go right now. You guys have the High Priestess in the reverse. You're not trusting in your intuition about whatever this is. With the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse as well. Some of you could feel like there's something that's not worth your time and your energy anymore, but you're going back and forth in your own mind. Very Gemini energy. You're going back and forth in your own mind and letting it overstay its welcome for some of you. For others of you, there's something where it's like you don't want to invest into something that you're already doing anymore. Or you thought that there was going to be something that it turned out better than you expected. You guys have the Knight of... Ooh. Okay. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Okay. This is going to resonate for all of Geminis. I already know that. For some of you, there's an energy of you're making a clear-cut decision to do things by yourself. For some of you, if you're in business, you're making a decision not to necessarily have a team with you because you feel like there could be if you guys have a team, you're going to be losing money. You're not going to be receiving like a return that you're expecting to see. So therefore, you're choosing to let people go that are in your life. For some of you, this could be people that you feel are not measuring up to the value that you're putting into them or the value that you're putting into something that you're passionate about. Now, the message that I was getting is for some of you, with this Knight of Pentacles here, a lot of you want to focus on yourself at this time, but you're not making that decision because you also don't want to necessarily be alone. And so for some of you, this is so hard. It's not really hard to explain, but it's just like a lot of you are like toggling back and forth. For some of you, it's like you're telling other people like, oh, I'm just going to get out the situation. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just going to focus on myself. But then you have these doubts about things. For some of you, you're also trying to conceal something and hide something as well. But it's almost like you don't want to invest your energy and your time into whatever this is that you're refusing to make a decision on. And so there's a lot of fleeting energy that's here. For some of you, either you're playing somebody or somebody playing you. But your mind is made up about making a decision to move in a new direction. For some of you, there's things that are going to come to light that you were once confused on that you're going to try to back up. There's a lot of energy here of you feeling like people are against you or you have your back up against the wall and so you're about to strike back. A lot of you have like this energy of almost losing control. And this is something that's close to home for you all. Whatever this is, there's a familiarity with this. There's fun that you have with this as well. You're going to try and protect something, even though your mind's made up that something's not for you at all. Something's not working out. For some of you, this is some type of a commitment that it started prematurely for a lot of you. You didn't think it was actually going to lead to somewhere. So now it's like you're in this, now either you're being sabotaged or manipulated. You could feel this way, or whoever you're involved with could feel sabotaged or manipulated as well. This also can go for if you own a business and you're trying to make things work out better by yourself. You're choosing to do things strictly by yourself. There is betrayal that a lot of you have been facing around this, and it's almost like you're ready to just give into this. You don't think that this is going to go anywhere anymore, and it's almost like you're looking for a reason to rebrand yourself with this Empress card here. You're making decisions to cut things out, see things clear for what it is. Again, there's that starting something new by yourself, and you're actually going to be communicating that once things become more clear to you. But for a lot of you, you're losing hope on a situation. For some of you, you know there's something going on behind your back, but you're refusing to approach that situation because you don't want to think about it. You don't want to put the focus on that as well. Let's clarify these. Some of you could also have something be presented to you that immediately when it comes in, you're going to be like, no, I don't want to do that. But then there may be thoughts later on where you're just like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have made that fast of a decision about that. But I'm getting this energy where it's like you really just want to focus on yourself and you don't want to have anybody else there. You would like to have somebody else there alongside with you, but you also don't want to put that energy into having to make sure things are okay with them, having to make sure that you guys are on the same page about certain things. What is the 9 of Pentacles for the Geminis, please? There it is again. You're fighting with yourself about this. For some of you, you could be fighting with others and deciding that things are better off for you to be alone, for you not to have any more communication with this. For some of you, you're going to try and keep fighting for this, but you're going to realize over time it's better for me just to let this go. But you're not going to be making that decision because you don't want to put that mental thought into it. But a lot of you are going to end up finding yourselves having to make a decision to get out of something that you don't want in your lives anymore. There it is again. You're cutting out some type of communication. You're taking a chance and going about things alone. For some of you, this could also be you making a decision to get out of a situation that you've been in. For some of you, this could also be a move. That just came out of nowhere. Reestablishing roots somewhere else. Now I'm thinking about that 4 of Wands at the beginning. You're having to, sorry, I was reading an email. You're having to make a decision to go about something alone, and you're going to have to let this be clear to those around you. And it's going to end up cutting something out that you were fighting to and struggling to keep in your life. But with this, there's going to be an immediate healing. You're not going to necessarily feel that bad about whatever this is that's cut out. Or remember, this could be the other way around. But whatever it is, it's draining you. Again, for some of you, you're having to put a lot of resources towards something, and you're going to have to uproot yourself with this 4 of Swords. There's something that you're going to end up coming to a decision about. And it's going to be causing a release. What is the Judgment card here? For some of you, you're realizing that something that you did out of a codependent mindset, you wanted somebody there with you. There's going to be something that you did that's going to be coming back around that you're going to realize that was not the best decision that I should have made at that time. You guys have the Queen of Cups here. Whatever this is you're not necessarily happy with it. I shouldn't have said necessarily you're not happy with it. But you're trying to keep it in your life for a while because you almost don't want to have to start freshly over. Whatever it is, you're trying to protect this and keep it close to you, even though you're not happy and you know this isn't the way that you thought things were going to go for you all. For some of you, this is you protecting your assets and keeping the things that you want close to you, keeping the things that you've made close to yourself. There's that 10 of Cups there. Whatever you're holding on to for some of you, remember I said this isn't going to resonate for a lot of people that's watching this. Whatever this is that you're not happy with, you feel some type of false sense of security with this, even though with this Judgment card in the reverse, you know it's not healthy, you know it's not good for you, and you know that you need to get out of the situation, but you're not seeing things clearly for what they are, even though things are blatantly in your face, and you don't really want to invest your time and energy into it because you rushed into this, and now you're realizing you rushed into this. You're going to realize that you're not happy, that this is a lot of manipulative, emotional manipulation that's going on within you right now, within your home, within your life. And this isn't something that you want to stay in long term. For some of you, you're going to end up finding a way to get out of this. For others of you, you're just going to end up staying in this long term because it brings you like this false sense of what you think that you want. There it is again. This has taken time to build up. For some of you, this could have been like this was a slow burning thing, but it's as time's gone on, it's more and more BS has just been piled up on you. For a lot of you, this is some type of energy that you do feel like you have some type of fun with that you thought that you would have for a while in your life. But that betrayal that you all have felt or that you've given towards somebody else, you're going to realize you're going to have to walk away in order to find something that's more stable for you all. What is the High Priestess here in the reverse? There it is again. Things become clear as day that you have to transition to something better. Things have been very rough for you all, and now you're wanting to get out of this situation and move towards calmer waters. There's the Knight of Pentacles. I don't really see you all leaving this yet. For some of you, you may take a while, but they're saying that there needs to be planning that goes in with this. You're taking your time having to make this decision, even though things are clear, that it's time for you to move on to something different, something that's going to be more worthwhile and stable for you all. You guys have the Magician. It came out in the reverse at first. You're going to let this manipulation keep getting the best of you, but eventually you're going to end up seeing that what you want, you have to go out and get, but you have to plan for it. And for some of you, I don't know why the word maturing is coming to my mind. For some of you, you have to mature you have to upgrade yourself, but you have to be willing to do it. There you are. You're letting go of things that no longer serve you. You're moving on. There's that Knight of Wands energy, but you're afraid to move on because you don't want to move on from something prematurely, is what I'm hearing. They're saying that there's somebody that you're attached to that is preventing you from moving on, and I'm hearing the words ultimatum. Somebody could be giving you an ultimatum, or you're giving somebody else an ultimatum. What is this Knight of Wands? There's like energy here of in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. But it's never going to work out. What is this? There it is again. It goes in, it goes away, and then it comes back. It goes away, and then it comes back. But you're not making the decision to move on from this, whatever this is. It's almost like you like the chase of it, or whatever you're involved with likes the chase of you. But it's not... It's beyond toxic at this point. Like, I can't even say this is a toxic situation because you're just letting it manifest in your life now, even though you see things for what they are. You have the Ace of Wands in the reverse too. I give this to about Sagittarius season when things are going to implode and you just got to let this go. It'll be after this eclipse in October. I give it till about November, maybe the end of November into December, that things are just going to implode and you're going to be like, I can't do this no more. I'm not putting my energy into this anymore. I'm ready to start fresh. I'm ready to start new. There it is again. You're afraid to let something go because you find some type of security in this, but this is a false sense of confidence that you get from this. This could be something that started and it was fun at first, but it started on the basis of, oh, I don't really want anything serious about this right now. We'll see how this goes. But then you want that security at the same time. But whatever this is, it doesn't have the depth, the emotional depth that you're looking for. It's just passion that's there. There's no logical reasoning that's there either. There's barely any consistency. And this is something long-term that you're going to be walking away for in search of something that's going to be beneficial, not only to you, but whatever you're trying to give energy to. For some of you, this is you leaving some type of business model behind to go in search of something new. But you're going to have to let something go that's no longer growing for you all anymore. You're going to realize that this was never meant to be something that was supposed to stay in your life long-term for it to grow. Let's get your oracle cards. And then we will be done with this message. You have co-create. That came out. Oh, my knee is killing me. We also have a change in the wind. And one more card, please, for the Gemini. We have the Fates. It didn't come out reversed, but I flipped it up. I flipped it up right so I could read it, but it came out more in the challenge position. But I'm going to read it as reverse. They want me to read this card like it came out in the reverse, so I have to read the protection message. But Co-Create 40 says, creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-created, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. And then we have a change in the wind. 12. This one says, a sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will nothing remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil of better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting, anticipated with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. The relationship message with this change in the wind says, relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know that you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. And then we have the Fates, which I'm going to read 17. I'm gonna read what the overall message of it is, the oracle's message. I'm also gonna read the protected message. The fate says, fate, karma, acceptance that acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. I need something to drink and I need to eat because I keep tripping on these words. The protection message says, it is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet, what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that. For the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. All right, Geminis, that's all I have for you. I'm going to try and get your next video out before I head out of town. And I won't see y'all because I clearly just look at myself on the screen. I'll have the next message out soon. Thanks.